Welcome to Link Library. My name is Billy Moore. I am the Reference and Instruction Librarian here at Concordia. This is the main floor of our library. As such, there's high foot traffic, and most people think that when they walk into a library they have to shush themselves. And here that's not really the case. There's usually a pretty high din of conversation and noise on this floor, so don't ever feel like when you walk into Link Library that you have to shush yourself. With that, you will see that we transitioned into a brand new room. This is our computer commons, and right beyond the computer commons is our computer lab and classroom 132. There it is. One of the big themes of the library is that there's a lot of different spaces, a lot of different feels to things. There's our reference collection and our DVD collection that we've got here, and over here is the ARC and the study room where the tutors are. So you can come in here and you can get individual tutoring from one of our many student tutors. And the ARC is the academic resource room where, the academic resource center, which you can come in and there are all sorts of different services that they can provide you if you are needing help with classes or instruction or anything like that. But what I was saying about the different spaces is that you will see, as we are walking around, a lot of different areas with different feels and different group settings and different things like that. And the reason for that is because every library basically is the same. It's got computers that you can use, it's got books, it's got magazines and things like that. But what we try to do here at Link is we are focused completely on the student. We want you to come in and find a spot that is a good fit for you and how you want to study, or maybe just how you want to study that day. As we come down here, you'll see our collection of games. We have a ton of board games that you can actually come in, and if you need a study break, you can grab one of these off the shelf, sit down at one of the tables, and you and a group of friends can just have a good time. And again, that goes back to what I was talking about with the students. We want you to find a spot that works for you. So we've got different group settings, we've got TV monitors and whiteboards that you can grab and pull off the wall, those kinds of things, just to make it so that this space is catered around what you need and what you are looking for. So that's the main floor of the library. All right, here we are on the basement floor of the library. This is the silent study area, where if you need that silence and that quiet space just to focus on what you're doing, you can come down here. Obviously, one of the things that you'll notice is this is the stacks. This is where we keep all of the books. Being a library, we do have the books, so you can find them all down here. One of the neat features of the Link Library is the Rock Museum. We do have a large collection of stones from all over the world, so you can come in here whenever you want to, you and a group of friends, and just kind of see all the really, really cool stuff that there is to see. We have groups from all over the place that come in and view the Rock Museum. One of the other interesting things about Link Library is the way that we set up our books. We don't do it like other college libraries. We do it by subject area, and it goes from 0 to 999, so every 100 is a range of books. So the big thing with that is if it's confusing, that's what the librarians are for. Don't ever feel like you have to come down into this mess of books and figure everything out for yourself. Come talk to us. As your librarian, my job is to make your life easier. So just come talk to me, say, hey, I can't find this book, and I'll come down and help you out. And one of the last things on this room is the green room. Again, with the different styles of space. This is the green room. As you can see, it's green, but the wall over here on the right is all whiteboards, so you can actually draw. We have our physics students and our math students that come in and they just cover the whole thing in equations. It's pretty cool. You can hook up your computers to the TV. You can pull those whiteboards off the other wall if you want to and have them on the table if you need. But this is one of those rooms that you can actually check out and say, I want to reserve this room from this point to this point, and we will make sure that that is ready for you and your group when you need to come in and study. So that's the basement. All right, we are now upstairs on the second floor of the library. This is where we have some special collections that you can use, or as a quiet zone. This is a spot that you can come up with your group or just by yourself and have some quieter conversation. Again, the main floor is general volume, the basement is silent, and then this is just a quieter area to be. So over here on the right, we've got our children's literature. With so many education majors, we've got all sorts of literature from K through 12 that they can come in and read for fun or for class. And then over on the other side, we've got curriculum that they can go in and check out all the study materials that they'll need to be able to look at. We've got another little tiny classroom up here. We've got some study rooms that have different materials and sizes, so that depending on what you as the student need and what your group needs, you can come up and grab those. Those are nice because they're first come, first serve. So if you just need it for an entire afternoon, you can come up, grab a room, shut the door, and just have your own space that you can just spread out and do whatever you need to in it. Again, you'll see some group clusters. Over here, we're walking towards the music loft where we have CDs, records, and all of our music-related materials. Some more study spaces and a couple more study rooms just to give you a feel for what they look like and how big they are. So you've got space. These are always full. Students are always coming up and grabbing these. And another one, just like the green room in the basement, we've got the listening room upstairs. The listening room is just a big room that groups, especially big groups, like to come up and they put music on, put a movie on, and they just have an area that they can kind of study in their own way, which is the whole point, right? So that's basically the library. We have a lot of different spaces for you to come in and find your happy space. Our job is to make your life easier and to make sure that you can find the resources that you need, that you can use them in a way that you need to, and that you can dive into the materials that you're studying and working on